Hey guys, Andrew here from Tesla IMO. So today we're going to install the roof rack system on the Tesla Model Y. The biggest thing you've got to do is spend a few bucks, Amazon or wherever, and pick yourself up a microfiber cloth, because you're going to want to clean up the top of the roof line as much as you can to ensure that there's no debris on the lines here. So you want to clean up these areas across this point. The purpose of doing that, obviously, is to ensure that there's no debris and no dust or lint buildup in those areas. So let's open up this box. The roof rack mounts, times 2. Open up this bag here. So inside the first bag at the top, we have the clip mount. This helps push back the rubber gaskets. A nice tape measure. Oh, look at that, both in metric and imperial. Thank you. Thinking of both the Canadians, the Europeans, and obviously our buddies down to the south. A set of keys, a hex Allen key. In this second bag, we have pry clips. This is to move the system out of the way and install the brackets. We have 4 of those. And in the third bag, we have what we call hex wing nuts. This is probably to tighten up the system. So we have 4 of those, which is great. And the last section of this bag, we have the rubber gaskets which go down, and these are individually marked to show which side they go on. Front, pointing to the front, and then this would be the right side, this would be the left side. And this last bag is probably the plastic covers. Leave them in here? Yeah, so these are the plastic covers to cover over where the bolts are and the keys are. So I'm going to leave these wrapped up for now. They're not going to get scratched. So like I said, the first step is to pick yourself up a new microfiber cloth. I have some other ones on that side as well. We're going to take this out, and a nice brand new, just give it a shake to get some of the lint bits off. And what we're going to do is let's get started with this install. So first off, give the top of the glass and the side a nice clean. Okay, so I'm just looking through the manual here, and it tells us to put the roof racks in at 227 from the front and 412 from the back. So they give us this nice super long tape measure, but I think it's best if you're going to do this, maybe just put a couple of ticks at 227 and the other one at 412, and then that'll help you just kind of help identify it a little bit further. So I put the ticks on, and then the next section of this is to put in the rubber pads. Okay, so we're going to peel back the tape here. I'm going to look for that alignment mark, which is actually back here. This is the second one. I've got all these 4 pieces installed, one on each side, and they do have the arrows lined up. And so we're going to go into the next step of installing the clip. So we're going to pull back the rubber gasket carefully. Pull that back, and then on top of the line, push this in and turn. Make sure it's lined up. And do you remove this thing? There we go. So that is in. And that's the key. So we're going to repeat this 4 times. Our next step is to install these rubber feet. These feet are obviously there to protect the window frame with the glass, as well as the paint on the car. And so again, these are coated. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but it does show a circle where they go in. Apparently these just drop right in and over the top, like so. Okay, so we've finished the tape installation, or the abrasion tape installation, the key lock knots in, as well as the pads. And so the next step then is to put in the actual roof racks. When you look at these, it does give you a directional arrow, so I'd assume that's pointing to the front, and that's pointing to the front, but they don't say anywhere whether they're front or rear, so I'm assuming they're both the same. So let's work on getting these first ones on. So what I did was I put a cloth on that side of the car just to protect it. Okay, so we got the front bar on. What we're going to do now is in this area we're just going to get the screw in place. So as I said, they give you these wing nuts just to put on first. So we just tighten them up. After, what we do next is we just use the Allen key, once we get the other one on, to tighten it up as much as we can. So on this one, I'm just going to quickly measure. I'm going to use the measuring tape that they gave us, just to make sure that the distance from the glass to the, let's see, let's pick a fixed point. So I've got that down, friction fit. We're going to tighten this up. And it does say on the thing not to over tighten. You don't want to strip anything or break anything. So we'll just get them friction fit. We'll make sure they're secure. That's pretty good. So in the lock nuts, and we're good to go. Last step here is just to take the key and lock them in place. Put it in place. There we go. One went. Let's try this one again. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that one after. Back to the other side. Okay, so for the front locking ones, you just got to put a little bit of force into it. I was doing it light. I didn't want to break anything. Key in, turn, and there you go. Last thing we got to put in is the protective covers, and since they're just cover caps, these things apparently just fit in place. Next one. Boom. And I'm going to lose one. So these ones, 2 little slots here for on the back. Okay guys, that's the Model Y roof racks installed. Pretty cool. The only thing is the tape is not perfect, but I'm very impressed with the way it looks. We're going to go pick up a roof rack from Rack Attack, and we'll show you what it looks like when we're finished. One thing to note that I was pretty impressed with is little fine details, even on the keys, if you can see that. They even have Tesla written there, even though it looks backwards. Maybe this one's not. Maybe it is. Anyways guys, listen, thanks for watching and have a nice day.